find it interesting. Marcus just laid it all out there. That pastor even laid it all out there, right? But I'm gonna have to say this. The only way I would say that men would have to leave a lot of women behind. If we're gonna be honest, we would have to leave a lot of women behind. The problem is that ship is sailed. We giving them everything that they wanted in the world. They have it. This has been the easiest part of society that women have ever existed in this country. I'm not gonna say around the world, but definitely in this country, y'all have the ability to say what y'all want, do what y'all want, be how you want, live how you want. So I think that ship is sailed in this country. But I find it interesting. Marcus said all of that, and Andrea responded and said, "Yeah, but I think y'all was just a rough draft. I think y'all should be listening to us." How do you lead somebody? And I'm gonna draw it back to this. I don't know if everybody saw that interview between Nia Long and Young Jeezy. When Nia Long said when Nia Long explained to Young Jeezy that women want a leader, women want this, Young Jeezy said, "Do they though?" And Nia Long responded and said, "Yeah, but only if you're leading me where I want to go. If you're not leading me where I want to go, I don't want to follow." Motherfucker. So you can't say that men have to be responsible for a person that doesn't want to follow him. He's supposed to leave her behind. How do we're trying to hold men accountable in a society where women don't want to follow the men, which is, y'all can do whatever y'all want. So it's fair that y'all don't want to, but that means that we get the society we have today where you get to do what you want and the men gonna get to do what they want and let the pieces fall where they fall. And what you get is a group of people that don't want to get married, that don't want to have no more babies. A lot of people don't want to work no more. A lot of people want to get paid more, but don't want to don't want to work more hours. More people who want everything handed to them. More people who want to be individualistic and live in a world where everybody just thinks about themselves, but don't think about nobody around them. That's the society we created. So now at this point, like I'm just being real. For a lot of people who aren't married today, and you don't have somebody that you have to worry about or care about, and somebody in return you get somebody to worry and care about you, you live in a world where nobody gives a damn. And that's the results you get. You get what you put out there. So since y'all don't want a world where y'all want to be individuals and live how you want to live, you're going to get a world where men respond and kind of say, "Okay, I'm going to let you live how you want to live. Eat it. Congratulations, you played yourself."
Well, I want to reply to that. You said that we don't want to follow you all as women. Where are y'all leading us? Where is the black man? Where is the black man leading the black woman? Besides to the bedroom, to the strip club, and to the STD clinic. Like, where is, because that's what happens when you have sex unprotected and you're not committed, right? You're sharing yourself with a bunch of people and you're throwing off pH balances. Daryl, let me finish. I see you unmuting, you're doing your nose. Wait. That's why I took so listen, I don't get how you all want to be leaders, but leaders, this man is talking about Adam, who was following God. What are y'all following besides Young Jeezy and idolizing his interview? Can you quote any type of wait a minute? Can you quote Malcolm X? Can you quote Dr. Claude Anderson? Can you quote
yes, I can, but how is that relevant?
It's relevant because you quoted.
How is that relevant to what I said?
I didn't interrupt you. I waited till you was done. I'm telling you how it's relevant. You sit up here and you quote celebrities that tarnish our community. How many baby mamas has Jeezy impregnated before he married an Asian woman? Well, and then he didn't get what? Wait a minute, because I'm not done. I'm on land the plane. So how many women did he impregnate in our community that he did not marry, but he saw the opportunity to optimize on white privilege, married into a society where he is now sitting down in front of me alone and he ain't came out with an album since what? Recession? I don't know. I mean, like, come on.
He just came out with an album.
Wait a minute.
He came out with an album a month ago.
Okay, that's why. So he married her, created an album, and he realized
he wrote a book.
that, wait a minute, I'm gonna land it.
2
And
books
he
and an
bought
album.
property.
Wait a minute. He realized.
Let her finish.
Let me finish. I'm calm down. He realized there was a cultural difference. This man is from the hood. He thought that he had somehow assimilated to whiteness to where he could actually lead a fluent Asian woman. And she moved her family, and that ain't flying. So we're using the wrong examples when we quote. I want you to quote somebody who actually impact our community, like Dr. Claude Anderson or Malcolm X. Somebody, even Obama, I take him. Michelle Obama, quote them. But wait,
Well,
so wait. So you say, and I like what you said, Marcus. You said we need to be leaders in the house, but the problem is, our good Black men are good leaders in the house. They are good fathers, but we need you to come into the community. We need you to actually lead other Black men to be like you. So it could be more to choose from, so that we wouldn't have Pookies and Ray Rays impregnating our beautiful Black queens. And also, I agree with the analogy, because it's like when you go into Sprint or you go into AT&T and you're having a problem with your cell phone, and you talking to the agent, and they're not quite getting it right, and they give you an attitude. Who are you going to speak to? Who are you going to ask for? The manager, the person in charge, because you know that this worker is messing up, and they messing up your bill, and they giving you an attitude, and they don't have customer service. So you're going to go to the manager who is instructed on how to orchestrate and navigate it and run a business and run that business. We need men. That's why we come to you, because you are supposed to be the leaders in a patriarchal society. And we want you to actually lead us, not your wives and your children. You do a good job at that, the guys on the panel. We want you to actually gather with the young Pookies and Ray Rays and help change the trajectory of everything, and be a pillar in our community. And another thing, I'm going to end it on this. Adam was working before he got a wife. He was working and cultivating the land and building the foundation for a family. And a lot of guys are not doing that. They're moving downtown, renting, leasing a downtown place that they barely can afford. They're leasing a Bentley. They're starting a business with a man, and they're really good at business. But what about relationships? And why are you here on earth? You're here on earth to expand your DNA. You're here to leave behind legacy, and you can't do that without my womb, unless you want to have a white woman.
Okay. To be fair, I did a whole show where I quoted Michelle Obama. A whole show where I quoted Michelle Obama about her conversation regarding relationships. But you want to know the funny thing? You should have seen the overall response to what Michelle Obama said. Women weren't rocking with it. When she talked about how there you go through seasons with your husband, you go through hard times and you go through good times, but you have to go through bad seasons before you find the good. Women weren't rocking with it. So yes, I have quoted several of those people. I've even quoted Dr. Claude Anderson. I've quoted them in a different aspect. I don't see how that's relevant to relationship conversations, because we're having a relationship conversation.
Powernomics.
I get that. Powernomics, I get all that, but that's not relevant to what we are talking about here when we're talking about the dynamics between men and women and how we have relationships.